stories are more than words. They're adventures that stir the soul, lessons that shape the heart, and miracles that defy time. Welcome to The Word in Story, where ancient tales come alive. Long ago, in the mighty land of Egypt, a powerful pharaoh ruled with an iron fist. But beneath the glittering pyramids, a people suffered, the Hebrews, enslaved and broken. And when Pharaoh feared their growing numbers, he made a cruel decree. Every Hebrew baby boy must be thrown into the Nile. But one mother refused to obey. She hid her baby for 3 months until she could hide him no longer. With a trembling heart, she placed him in a basket and set him adrift on the very river meant to destroy him. Destiny had other plans. Princess Bithia, Pharaoh's own daughter, heard the cries. When she saw the tiny child, her heart melted. "This must be one of the Hebrew babies," she whispered. But instead of fear, she felt love.
"Shall I find a nurse for the child?" "Yes, bring one."
And so the boy named Moses, drawn from the water, grew up as a prince of Egypt. But his heart never forgot his people. Moses, now a prince of Egypt, walked among the slaves, his true people. And then he saw it. An Egyptian taskmaster, merciless, beating an old Hebrew man to the ground. The slaves' cries echoed, but no one dared to help. Something inside Moses snapped. A fire of justice, or was it rage, burned in his chest. He looked left, then right, and in that split second he made a choice. When the dust settled, the Egyptian lay lifeless. Moses stared at his own hands, hands that had just taken a life. This wasn't how freedom would be won. And now, he was a murderer. With one reckless act, Moses lost everything, his crown, his home, and as he fled into the desert, one truth haunted him. Violence begets violence, but God had other plans. God's voice echoing. Years later, Moses' anger at injustice cost him everything. Exiled and alone, he became a shepherd in the wilderness. But God wasn't finished with him.
"Moses, I have seen my people suffering. You must go back. You will set them free. Who am I to face Pharaoh? I will be with you."
What followed was a battle of wills, plagues, warnings, and a hardened heart. Until finally, the unthinkable happened. The 10th plague wailing as the angel of death passes over. Pharaoh's son is dead. Pharaoh said, "Go, take your people and leave." But Pharaoh changed his mind. With chariots closing in and the sea blocking their path, the Hebrews cried out. Had God led them here to die? Then a miracle. Walls of water rose up, revealing a path of dry land. The people raced through, but when Pharaoh's army followed, the waves came crashing down. Free at last, Moses led his people toward a new future, guided by faith, courage, and the promise of a homeland. As Moses descended Mount Sinai, the sacred tablets in hand, his heart shattered. There stood his people, dancing wildly around a golden calf they now worshipped as their god. And in that moment, righteous fury burned in his eyes as he raised the tablets high, ready to shatter their idolatry. And there, on the windswept heights of Mount Nebo, after decades of leading, doubting, and loving his people, Moses breathed his last. But this was no ordinary end, for as his eyes closed, the veil between earth and heaven lifted, and angels descended like a whispering wind, gathering God's faithful servant into arms of light. Moses' story teaches us that no one is too small or too afraid to be used for greatness. A baby in a basket became the deliverer of a nation. Because when ordinary people trust in God, extraordinary things happen. Moses' journey reminds us that even the most unlikely heroes can change the world when they choose courage over fear. But his story is just one of many. If you love this epic tale, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. It helps us share more stories like this. Join us every week as we uncover faith, adventure, and miracles hidden in history's greatest pages. Until then, keep wondering, keep believing, and keep listening for the word in story.